A quiet Rock Hill neighborhood at twilight, kids' bikes on lawns, fireflies flickering. It's September 11th, 2025. Hope steps out on her usual walk. Phone buzzing with texts from her best. Hoodie zipped against the fall chill. She waves to Mr. Williams next door. "Be back soon!" she calls out, promising to be back soon. But the street falls silent. No footsteps return. Welcome to the Obscure Files. In the safety of suburbia, where evening walks feel routine, 17-year-old Hope Pelletier's simple errand became her last. 2 weeks later, her family clings to fading hope. This is the story of a girl who lit up rooms, now lost in shadows. Let's honor her light and seek the truth. This is the story of a girl named Hope Pelletier, 7-year-old senior at Rock Hill High School. Artistic soul with a passion for sketching urban scenes and K-pop dance covers, she grew up in a close family in Rock Hill's Cherry Park neighborhood. Their modest home at the end of a cul-de-sac was the backdrop to many backyard barbecues. Hope dreamed of becoming a graphic designer at Clemson University. Despite battling childhood asthma, she channeled her resilience into school theater and volunteering at the local animal shelter. Her spirit was as bright as the colors she used to sketch the world around her. On September 11th, 2025, a crisp Thursday, Hope finished her classes at Rock Hill High. She texted her best friend about the weekend art fair. "Can't wait!" Amidst the buzz of school, she shared dinner tacos with Mom and her younger brother around 6 p.m. At 7:15 p.m., feeling restless from homework stress, she told them she needed some air and would be back in 10. She slipped into her gray hoodie, jeans, white sneakers, and grabbed her phone and keys. Her last sighting, a neighbor saw her walking toward the nearby Winthrop Lake Trail at 7:20 p.m. Her phone pinged at 7:28 p.m. near her block. Then it went silent. By 9 p.m., her mom called all her friends, but there was no reply. It was unlike Hope to be out so late without her phone. Midnight came, then 1 a.m., and still there was no sign of Hope. Finally, at 12:30 a.m., the Rock Hill PD report was filed. And as the hours ticked by, fear turned to dread. September 12th dawned, the day the unthinkable happened. As the sun rose, the town woke up to the news that Hope Pelletier had been missing since the night before. An Amber Alert was issued statewide. Hope's mom, holding back tears, made an emotional plea through the media. Search parties launched with more than 200 volunteers combing through the woods surrounding her home. Each passing hour brought a fresh wave of anxiety. Each passing day deepened their despair. Her phone was traced to a remote area in York County, but no Hope was found. A week passed in a blur of activity as the community rallied behind the Pelletier family. Flyers were distributed across South Carolina and North Carolina. False sightings poured in, leading them on wild goose chase. Social media exploded with the hashtag #FindHope. Yet the mystery deepened as days turned into a week, and still no trace of Hope emerged. On September 18th, after a week of relentless searching, the case was upgraded to endangered. And that same day, an entry was made on the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, NamUs, MP1-50000, a hypothetical based on patterns of similar cases. But there was no ransom demand, no digital breadcrumbs, just a void where Hope's vibrant presence once was. Let's take a moment to remember Hope, not just as a missing person, but as a daughter, a sister, a student, and a friend. I know we talked about her being an artist. I want to emphasize that because art was not just a hobby for Hope. It was a language that allowed her to express herself in a way that words couldn't. She was known for her portraits of her friends. Capturing their essence on paper, showing the world how they looked through her eyes. Imagine waking up every morning with a smile as bright as the sun, a laugh that could light up a room and a heart full of dreams. That was Hope every day. She faced the world with a blend of innocence and curiosity that was truly heartwarming. At school, her teachers described her as the glue of her group, someone who brought people together with her kindness and empathy. She was a friend who listened, a shoulder to lean on, and a hand to hold when times were tough. Hope's circle of friends wasn't just a social group. It was a chosen family. They shared secrets, laughter, and dreams, creating memories that became the fabric of their lives. But what about the pieces that didn't fit? The unanswered questions, the loose threads in this intricate tapestry of Hope's life? We'll unravel them next on the Obscure Files. In the heart of the investigation, two key individuals stand out. Hope's mom and dad. Her mom, a nurse by profession, was the primary reporter of Hope's disappearance. With a steady voice and resolute eyes, she's been organizing daily vigils outside her house. But behind the strength, the hollowness of despair lingers. Meanwhile, Hope's estranged dad, a mechanic in Colombia, makes the 45-minute drive to Rock Hill every day to participate in the search. Despite the distance in their lives, he's united with his ex-wife in the desperate hope of finding their daughter. Even Hope's 14-year-old brother has taken to social media, sharing tearful "She taught me to draw my fears away," he wrote in one post, ending with a heartbreaking plea, "Help bring her back." Among the witnesses to stand out, Hope's best friend, who texted her until 7:10 p.m. that evening, unaware it would be their last exchange. And a retired teacher who waved to Hope as she passed by, a seemingly insignificant interaction that now haunts her. What if I'd followed her? She wonders. Now let's delve deeper into the investigation. When the police arrived at the Pelletier residence at 12:45 a.m. on September 12th, they began immediate action. They canvassed 100 homes in the area, but found no signs of a struggle or suspicious activity. All of Hope's social media accounts were meticulously clean, with her last post being a sketch from September 10th. CCTV footage from a corner store showed Hope alone and which raised more questions than answers. Did anyone approach her? Was she waiting for someone? Digital forensics revealed no unusual calls to or from Hope's phone, no hints of a digital struggle. The geofence initially yielded no suspects, no known associates or enemies. As days turned into weeks, the searches intensified. Drones buzzed over Lake Wiley. Divers swept through nearby creeks. But the breakthrough remained elusive. The downpour on September 13th, 14, and 15 complicated matters, washing away potential clues. Polygraphs were conducted for 15 people close to Hope, including family and friends, all of whom were later cleared. Meanwhile, the media spotlight intensified. WCNC Charlotte broke the story on September 12th, followed by a CNN segment on September 18th, highlighting the grim statistic that in South Carolina, more than 500 youths go missing every year. The family's Facebook Live appeals have raised $15,000 for private investigators. Amidst the massive outpouring of support, challenges persist. The sprawling suburban landscape has its own geography of hiding places and false trails. Of the 200-plus tips, most have proven to be hoax, but hope flickers! According to SLED's VICOP unit, a specialized unit linking to no patterns just yet, but hopeful phone data could offer new insights. As of September 26, 2025, Hope's case remains active. Searches have shifted to rural York. A $20,000 reward is being offered by Crime Stoppers. The tight-knit community is holding on to hope. School murals, hashtag Find Hope Vigils, drawing 500 people every Friday. This case has shown a light on a critical issue: the underfunding of resources for missing youth in South Carolina. As we conclude this episode, let's keep the conversation going. What are your thoughts on the resources allocated to missing persons cases in your area? How can we collectively make a difference? Your voice matters. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And here's a question for our viewers. If you've watched till now, comment with the word hope to show your support for finding Hope and her family. Let's see how many of you are with us till the end. In the tapestry of Hope's life, there are threads of resilience, kindness, creativity. A young girl who faced the world with a smile and a sketch. May we honor her spirit by continuing to seek the truth. To Hope's family, your grace amid grief moves us. Your strength is a beacon in the darkest of nights. To the investigators, may you find solace in knowing that every step brings you closer to the truth. And to our viewers, thank you for being a part of this journey. Keep Hope's story alive. Let's ensure no teen walks alone into silence. For more updates, subscribe to the Obscure Files. Our next episode, Shadows of the Heartland, will be live soon. Until then, stay safe. And remember, Sometimes the smallest gesture, like a phone call or a text, can have an impact. So reach out, connect, and make a difference. If you have any information regarding Hope's disappearance, please don't hesitate to contact the authorities immediately. Here are the numbers you need in case you have any information regarding Hope's disappearance.